Class 7. This is the third video lesson from the chapter 7, electricity and magnetism. Okay. Now, previously we have done what an electric circuit is. Right? It is a closed path through which current will flow. We call this electric circuit. Example, you have a bulb, you have a cell, you have a bulb, and you connect them with connecting wires, and current will be able to flow. You will find that the bulb is glowing. Electric circuit. Now, requirements for electric circuit. What are the things you have learned? There should be a source of electricity. Obviously, there is no source. How will the electricity then come from? And again, the wires the connecting wires should allow current to flow. If they are made of insulating material, if they are insulators, how can they allow current to flow? And current will not be able to flow. Bulb will not glow then. Again, if at any part of the electric circuit, if the path is broken or the path is incomplete, then what will happen? Current will not be able to flow. So basically, electric circuit is of two types. Electric circuit is of two types. One is the closed circuit. Closed circuit means when the current is able to flow. There is a closed path for the current to flow. Current cannot flow without any closed complete path. So, the cell, the bulb, and suppose you have the connecting wires, and current will be flowing. Now, if somehow at any part, say the wire is broken, incomplete path, then current cannot flow through that incomplete path. That type of electrical circuit is known as open circuit. So, suppose if you have a bulb and you have this cell and you connect this and you have not connected this, open circuit. Okay? Current cannot flow through open circuit. Current can flow through closed circuit. So basically, closed circuit is when there is no break in the path of current. No break in the path of current. Now, when we are drawing, you just saw that I had to draw a bulb. I had to draw I had to place this cell with my hand over there so that I won't take much time in drawing this cell. It's a Sony cell or whatever. So, we have got for our convenience certain symbols. When we want to draw electric circuits, we have got certain symbols with which we can easily represent the different components of an electrical circuit. What do you mean by components of electrical circuit? When I am connecting the cell with the bulb and the connecting wires, bulb, the cell and the wires with which I have connected. One end here, another end here. How many components? Components of the electrical circuit. That means what are the things which are there present in the electrical circuit? Source of electricity we have got. The device we have got which is working on electricity, and the connecting wires. So how many components we have got? We have got three components here. Three components of electrical circuit we have got here. So whatever will be present in the electrical circuit, that many number of components you have in the electrical circuit. Okay. So therefore, now if I have many components, so is it possible for me to draw each and everything? I have to draw a bulb, I have to draw a cell, I have to draw a switch. So many things if I have to draw, it's take a lot of time, right? And it's not very convenient to draw all these things, draw a bulb and then show. So when we draw electrical circuits, we represent in electrical circuit, we represent the different components of the electrical circuit. That means whatever components are present in the electrical circuit, we represent them with the help of certain symbols. And the symbolic representation of the electrical circuit is nothing but the circuit diagram. So let's see what are the symbols first. Now, how do we represent cell? What is the symbolic representation of cell? These are the things which you need to know in this class. Okay? Cell, how do we represent cell? We represent cell like this. One big dash, another small, and this. The one which is bigger, we put a plus over there. One which is smaller, we put a minus over there. This one, bigger one is plus, smaller one is minus. This is how we represent a cell. So instead of drawing the cell like this, if I have to draw this, it's a very difficult thing. So simply I'll draw, if I just draw this, everyone will understand, okay, this is a cell. Okay, this is a cell, everyone will understand. Bigger dash, plus, smaller one, minus. Battery. What is battery? Combination of cells. So, if I have two cells, sorry, if I have three cells, a battery consisting of three cells, then how will I draw? 1, 2, 3. And I'll just give a plus minus at the very beginning and very end. Very beginning, bigger one, so plus. Very end, smaller one, so minus. So, this is how we represent battery. Electric bulb. How do we represent the electric bulb? Simply. Isn't it very easy to represent? So, if I draw this, people will understand I have drawn an electrical bulb. Now, what are this? What is the function of a switch in your the switchboard of your home? Is the fan which you have, suppose the fan which you have in your room, always the fan is running. Whenever you are in the room or whenever you are not there, no? We have some switch. What is the purpose of a switch? The switch can be put off and on. So that means by keeping the switch in off and on position, we are doing what? When the switch is off, suppose at your home, when you just put off the switch, fan stops working. When you put on the switch, fan starts working. So the switch allows the current to pass from the source of electricity to the device which is running on the electricity. Okay? So just see, switch can be represented or key. Remember, we have a diagram where a key is there. Switch or key serves the same purpose. So when you have open switch, that means open switch or the switch is off. In in the terms which you actually are familiar with, you say when the switch is off. That means the switch is actually in the electrical circuit, the switch is open. The switch is open. So these are the representation of the cases when the switch is open. Open switch. I'll just show you how. This is when we close the switch. When the switch is on or when we close the switch. What is the purpose? We'll see it. Okay? Open switch, this is the representation. Keep in mind. Closed switch. Fine. What is the symbol? This stands for resistor. Now, what is a resistor? Resistor is nothing but a electrical component used in electrical circuit which we need sometimes to control the current in the electrical circuit. When we need to control the current in the electrical circuit, we need this electrical component known as resistors. The symbol, see the symbol? Resistors are used for making the heating elements for toasters, gizzers, all ovens, all these things. So, how they are producing, how these resistors are producing the heat, we learned it in class 10 when we learn the heating effect of current. Okay, not now. For the time being, just know what is a resistor. It's used to regulate the flow of current in an electrical circuit. And where do we use? In the heating elements of gizzers, electric ovens, all those. And this is a symbolic representation. Okay, we don't need to draw anything more. If we want to show a resistor, we can simply show it with the help of the symbol. Okay, now I'll show you one circuit diagram so that you will be able to follow. Can you tell me what have I drawn? Which one? The very first thing, I've put the cell. This is a bulb, connecting wires. So, instead of drawing all those, we use the symbolic representation, and the diagram consisting of the symbolic representation of all the components in electrical circuit forms what diagram? Circuit diagram. So, this is a circuit diagram. What is this? Symbol of cell. Cell, right? Electrical cell, okay, not the cells which I've learned in biology. Always give plus minus with the cell. Bigger one plus, smaller one minus. Don't forget ever to give plus minus to the cell. Without it, it's incomplete. What is this? Remember bulb, electrical bulb. Now, current flows from the positive end of the cell to the negative. Current will flow like this through the bulb, again come back to the cell. So see, a closed path for the current, isn't it? Right? So always remember, current starts flowing from the positive end of a cell. Current will start to flow from the positive. Current flows from it starts flowing from the positive end of the cell. Right? Now, is the bulb glowing? Yes. So, is it a closed circuit or open circuit? It's a closed circuit. Why? Because the current is flowing nowhere, there is no path which is incomplete. Now, if I just cut the wire here, will the bulb glow? No. What will it become then? Open circuit now. Open circuit now. Current cannot flow through open circuit. Current cannot flow through incomplete path. Right? Okay, again. Cell, it is sending current, positive end, current starts flowing from positive end. What is it? What is it? Closed switch. Switch is closed, that means, or switch is on basically. That means current will be able to flow now. Switch is on or switch is closed. Current will be able to flow now through the bulb, closed path. So, what type of a circuit again? Closed circuit, complete circuit. Now, instead of this, even I can use what is this? This is also another form of closed switch, isn't it? This is also another form of closed switch. I've just shown you. Same thing. What if I open the switch? Symbol of open switch. Will the current be able to flow now? Will the current be able to flow? No. Why? Because the switch is open, or open switch, or off, in off position basically. How can the current flow through this gap now? So, current will not be able to flow now. So, now if I want, suppose that is why we use the switches. Whenever I will want for the bulb to glow, I'll just close the switch. Current will flow, bulb will glow. I want the bulb to stop glowing. I'll open the switch. Bulb will stop glowing because incomplete path, so current will not be able to flow. What are the things? What is this? Now it's a battery because combination of cells, right? Open or close switch, closed switch. What is this? Bulb. Symbol of resistor. Closed or open circuit? Closed circuit because the switch is closed, so the current can flow. So it's a case of closed circuit and current will be able to flow now. If I just, do one thing, break the wire, then it will become open circuit. Open circuit because incomplete path for the current will not be able to flow. Now, you don't have to know the symbols for ammeter, voltmeter, galvanometer. See? Ammeter, voltmeter, galvanometer. These symbols you don't have to know. What are the symbols you will know? The ones which I have taught you. Cell. See this page. Some electrical symbols. This page. Cell, battery, electric bulb, open switch, closed switch and resistor also. Also this year, reduction has also been made that you don't have to do series circuit and parallel circuit. Okay? So what are the things which you don't have from this chapter? So basically, you will straight away start from electric charges. You will start from reading from electric charges in this chapter. Okay? Then everything you will do, electric charges, electric current, units of electric current, sources of electricity you will do, electric cells, primary cells, secondary cells, electric circuits and circuit diagrams and the symbols, right? The symbols you will do some circuit symbols. Apart from the three I have mentioned, ammeter, voltmeter, galvanometer, leaving these three, remaining you will do. Closed and open circuit you have, but you don't have you don't have series circuit, this thing. Series circuit, This also you don't have. Series circuit you don't have, and parallel circuit also you don't have. All these things you don't have. Then what again? Then the last page you have electrical resistance, conductors, insulators and resistors you have. You don't have to memorize this chart. Okay? So go through the chapter. If you find any difficulty, please ask me, because I'll give you some like few circuit diagrams I'll give you. I'll ask you to identify the different components. Now I'll ask you which one is closed, which one is open, whether bulb will glow or not. Some interesting questions we'll do. I'll give you as homework. Okay, so for that you need to go through the chapter. If any difficulty, ask me.